I'm talking today to Demi Andrews. Demi is a UK-based wedding planner. Hi, Demi, how are you?
Hi, Joanne. I'm very well, thank you.
I'm great, thank you. Demi, we're going to discuss various aspects of a wedding. And in this interview, we're going to talk about invitations and announcements and various questions that people may have. So let's start off with, when should the wedding invitations be ordered and when should they be mailed?
Okay. Clients should look into ordering their wedding invitations at least 6 months before their wedding, as they could take up to 4 weeks to design, print and send. And it just gives you that extra time to find something that you really like and not feel pressured into just settling for whatever there is. So it's always good to just give yourself that extra time. And it also allows you to receive your invitations, and if you're not happy with them or if you'd want to make any changes, you still have the time to do so. And I would recommend that invitations should be sent out about 3 months before the wedding date, although I do feel that it's a good idea to send out the save the date cards to your guests so that they can always pencil the date into their diaries. And you could even put a personal short note in there to say that invitations will follow soon.
May guests be invited to a reception and not the wedding itself?
Yes, of course they can. There's no rule book. Your wedding day could be whatever you want it to be and whatever suits your needs. All they'd have to do is just send out a separate evening invitation, like, you are invited to the reception of, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, shall we say, and obviously separate to the original, with the exact details of the wedding invitation.
Is it correct to use "and family" when addressing the invitation envelopes?
Yeah, yes, you can. You can. Although your immediate family will not take any offence to that. It can work in 2 ways. What the good thing is, in my opinion, you can use the phrase with your immediate family. Those that you do not know, because obviously, let's be honest, there are a lot of guests that come to your wedding that you do not know, that your parents know. And just out of respect and to show a personal interest in them, and that they're not just another number, look into some research into finding their names and their details and adding them onto the invitation. The other alternative to using "and family" is to save costs, because if you've got a budget and you've only got 100 invitations, you can, rather than write each one to each person, you can write "and family", because there could be 5 in a family, there could be even 10. So it just you can broaden it like that and leave it open to them.
Is it necessary to send a thank you note to someone that I may have thanked in person?
I think it's always a nice gesture to send a thank you, even if you have thanked them in person. Again, it's entirely up to you, because obviously if you're going to thank somebody for a gift, it may be on the day of your wedding, and on that day it's very busy, you may even forget who you've said thank you to. So just to be personal and to show your appreciation, it's always best to just send every guest that's attended your wedding a thank you note.
And when should the thank you notes be mailed?
I would say no later than 3 weeks after your wedding, as the wedding is still fresh in people's minds. If you leave it any later, people kind of tend to forget, or they think, oh, why have I got this so late? But, it's if you are leaving, if the bride and groom are leaving on their honeymoon the next day or within the next couple of days, they could get the wedding planner to send them out, give them a list of who with the addresses, or the parents, if they wish to you know, if they want a part of the wedding to do, you know, a responsible job, then they can do that.
Is there a tactful way of thanking someone for a monetary gift?
A gift is a gift. So thanking a guest for their gift is always appropriate way. You know, it's always appropriate to thank them. There's no better way to thank them, although it depends on how close you are to these people. You can be really open and honest and say, thank you so much for your monetary gift. It's going to help us out so much. You know, we're buying an apartment, or we're buying a house, or you know, we're going to put the money towards our honeymoon. You know, they could actually let them know what their money's going towards. So keeping it personal and real is always a better way.
When should the announcements be mailed?
I would say after the wedding, probably when they get back from their honeymoon, because now with social networking, you can put anything you want on Twitter, you can put anything on Facebook, just to let everybody know like that. And again, it's a very personal way of doing so. But yeah, definitely after the wedding.
Are wedding announcements ever sent to anyone who's been invited to the ceremony or the reception?
Yes, I have known people to do that, where they too are still a part of their wedding day at some point. But I feel that it's also beneficial to send those to families that are overseas, that have not been able to make it to the wedding, and you know, to family and friends, like that. Yeah.
Thank you, Demi. Thank you so much for talking to me today.
Thank you. You're welcome. It's been a pleasure.